Cassiopeia, if she gets into range to do anything, you could just barrel chain her and then she'd be from getting on top of us. Front to back with the Aphelios, double 80 carry, and rail for engage.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that kind of work together. I think Kwangdong Freaks, it is a finesse draft, right? Like, if they do manage to make it work together. All right, Kwangdong friends in full voice here today, as I haven't seen that Cassiopeia skin for a really long time.
I missed it.
It's a pretty cool one. It's the one with like the wreath. I accidentally watched a few bits of it. As Undil is just going to face check. He's going to get stabbed as the joust does come through. As Youngjae does get into stealth, but
it's not quite the coordination they needed.
Not quite. And now Youngjae looking for a potential dive opportunity. Bulldog is here as well as Peanut has the Nature's Grasp out. As Doran's flashing, he's trying to get away from this one. They do manage to take down the Viego, but at least there is the kill on the GP as Peanut will pick up these remaining minions. Dudu's still threatening here, and now he has a red buff.
Yeah, he's got a red buff, which is into engage range later on, and every moment that Doran's left on his own here in the lane, just going to stack up more and more gold. He actually gets more gold than regular champions do as well from his CS, so even 20 CS down, he's feeling all right. Is Delight, where are you at?
Yeah, he's going to need to travel. Looks for a crash down, but he's dead. That is, he had a Hex Flash, so he... And pays! Oh no!
Walk it out!
Walks into the brush! And now the Nature's Grasp is going to come down. CHOVY just barely outranges the Petrifying Gaze. Now in goes Undil. They do look for the stun here as CHOVY flashes, rocket jumps, and he'll be absolutely fine. Rift Herald in the meantime, Peanut's like, get back here. We need to take some plates. We'll see whether they can actually do that, because of course there is... Okay, there it is. And that's just full money going over to Peanut.
Tracking that, looks like it is just going to go over to Kwangdong Freaks. We'll see what that soul is going to be. Undil in position to deny any rotation over.
It's the best possible soul. You love to see.
There you go.
As Undil now moving towards his bottom side. They do get vision of where Pays is. Ward goes in, Control Ward goes down. They're trying to keep control here as Moonlight Vigil flying on forward. The Magnet Storm doing so much work. Cannon Barrage not finding that much value as it has split up the fight. As Taeyoon, he doesn't have Killer Instinct anymore. Pays somehow survives for such a long time, but it's Undil that gets his hooves in, and now it's the Pirate that will fall down as well. Kwangdong Freaks, they win the skirmish in the bottom lane.
Yeah, just a bunch of trickling members.
And Bulldog gives his position away. CHOVY on the bottom side of the map means that, yeah, it looks like Genji are just going to be able to give it.
And they're forcing a lot of resources here for Kwangdong. Kwangdong having to group up here.
Oh, no. Okay. You're not going to just grab the cheeky steal there as Delight moving in. Magnet Storm does 0. They get the flash, though, out of Bulldog, and that is certainly good for Genji.
Nice attempt there to buffer the
bit of the wave clear options, which is fine, as here's a flash twisted advance. Viego in the area. Cannon Barrage doing nothing once again as Doran's going to have to flash to get out of the way of Youngjae. Youngjae's going to miss a few abilities, but now Dudu is going to dive on top of the gangplank, and that's going to grab that kill as now CHOVY helping collect the kill onto his opposite number. These cannons being taken down as Delight once again Magnet Storming the air. And Taeyoon gets up here towards his top lane, and that will guarantee that it's just a 1-for-1 in the end.
Teleport, talking about how they fall apart, but then they weren't even getting to the part to fall apart for a while, but now they're back.
That is true. The early game has been short up once again as decent counter-strike there as Pays tries to avoid Dudu. Here as Buster Shot is up and available. He can get rid of Youngjae if he would like, but he's going to have to flash to get out of the way. Peanut now engaged on, but Pays is going to be here. And he has the Infernum. Cannon Barrage comes down. Taeyoon running for the hills. But Undil not going to be so lucky. Just popped like a balloon. And now Youngjae in the back of this Baron pit is, yeah, a little bit frightened. But they trade positions, him and Peanut. That means the Youngjae doesn't have the ult to get into the pit. And the flash is available. He can go for a potential steal. As now Bulldog, he is looming and he is scary. Dudu dives on top of Pays. The Baron is going to be secured by Peanut as CHOVY's going to make it to safety, and there's the Moonlight Vigil. Pays doing a lot of damage, takes down the jungler, but now it's Dudu that's popping off, and the Void Seeker is going to connect. Dudu looks for another one as now Pays not going to get stunned up. Stab from Delight. He's going to sacrifice himself. No, he's not. He's actually going to be fine. As again, the counter-strike not quite going to be enough, and this time the sacrifice will come through. CHOVY gets full health back, teleports back in,
Almost gets Bulldog.
Okay, Dudu is still running after Pays. Pays is very slow. He only has brown bags, and that is 500 gold. Now going over to Dudu.
On with the Leap Strike coming through. 500 more gold.
In the meantime, Doran is going to have to flash, and Dudu is going to flash after him, and his mere presence will destroy the gangplank.
He forgot he had red buff. He's like, oh yeah, I picked that up in the last fight too. They don't have Doran. He's going to have to TP in, and I mean, this is the really critical fight you needed to be set up for.
Yeah,
and here comes Jax.
Yeah, the Jax is going to be moving forward. Moonlight Vigil comes down once again. They do manage to secure the Drake, does Gen G, but can they win the fight? Is into the back line. Goes Tayu, but he's immediately twisted advanced. And that is a double for Pays. Corner Freaks, you can't keep doing this.
Yeah, they hard force. They just way over force there. I mean, you...
Explosive charge onto Bulldog. He's going to take a bit of damage here, down to about 2/3. As Delight finds the Magnet Storm, Bulldog goes golden. The flash out to get out of the way of the Pulverize is fantastic from Chovy, but the Rel is just dead. Bulldog may also follow though, and Pays will secure that kill, and now it's just Doran running amok. Young J flashing on him, but the Buster Shot is too good, and Dudu can't do anything. They opted in for another 5v5, and Kwandong Freaks will just be decimated. Doran's going to be able to secure the kill on his opposite number, and now it's a push through to break open the base.
Yeah, Gen G win a 5v4 fight. Dudu, he was not a relevant factor in that team fight, and Gen G just want to push to end it here. Long death timers means I think they absolutely can with the damage they have and the wave clear they have. That is going to be the end of this series. A clean 2-0 here. Kwangdong Freaks with some hiccups along the way here. Gen G, though, felt like they were in control start to finish, especially in the second game draft.
How many early games have Kwandong Freaks won is the question that I have. It is such a shame, but Gen G really proving that they understand how their compositions work. I think their execution, especially mid to late game in both of these games, was fantastic. I think their first draft was a little bit iffy here or there, but this one,